And here we are with the losers round 4 versus Owen again. Galbina. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation of your name. But yes, if we win this, we get to face Hoodlum Callum in the actual finale of the tournament, which is absolutely fantastic. So I don't think we're going to win because we lost last time, and he's a really good battler, and he seems to know a lot about RBY, but, you know, let's see how this goes. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave off with Jolteon again, and I'm going to go ahead and with the same strategy of just firing off Thunderbolts. Obviously, I have that ground-type Nidoqueen, which is really important to note. They lead with the Starmie, though, so we get to friend the Starmie out straight away. So let's see how this works out for us. So, Jolteon comes through. Let's see what we can do here. So they probably switch out to the Nidoqueen, right? They probably switch out to the Nidoqueen, right? They probably switch out to the Nidoqueen, right? Yeah, let's go for the Thunderbolt real quick. Let's go for that Thunderbolt real quick and see what happens. So, they do switch out. Are they going to go the Nidoqueen? I think they do go Nidoqueen, don't they? I think they definitely go for the Nidoqueen switch. So they go for the Nidoqueen, which is absolutely fine by me. And we go for the T-Bolt. That's obviously not going to affect the Nidoqueen, but it's whatever. It's the start of the game. It's not that big of a deal. So let's see what we can do here. So, Articuno is down. Let's just remember that. Alright, so I made the switch into Articuno. They looks like they went for an attack, which is interesting. They probably went for a Toxic, which is fair enough. Toxic definitely works in their favor, so let's see how that works out for them. They go for the EQ. Oh, they must have thought we were going to stay in. So that's worked out really nicely for us. No Toxic on the Articuno. So, let's go ahead and just go straight for the Ice Beam. Ice Beam hits the whole team, even the Starmie. The Starmie is a 4 KO. The Poliwag, well, we don't want to talk about the Poliwag. Charizard's weak to Ice Beam. If you didn't know, Fire does not resist Ice in Gen 1, which is an interesting choice. So, let's see what happens here. So they're going to switch out. What are they going to go into, though? Are they going to go into the Charizard, or are they going to go to the Jinx? They go into the Starmie. So Starmie is a fair one. Starmie is obviously a really good switch here. Let's go for the Ice Beam, and let's see if we can get the Freeze. That'd be absolutely crazy if we got the Freeze. Absolutely crazy if we got the Freeze. We don't get the Freeze, but it does a solid chunk of damage to them, which is great. Now, we have limited switches. So I'm thinking we go ahead and go for an Ice Beam again. I'm thinking we go for an Ice Beam again, personally. I really think we go for an Ice Beam again. So let's see what they do. They probably go for a Surf, right? Yeah, they go for a Surf, expecting the switch. Again, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in this turn. I'm going to stay in this turn, and I'm going to go ahead and go for an Ice Beam, because Ice Beam's doing about the same amount. So they go for an Ice Beam real quick. There we go. Go for an Ice Beam again real quick. There we go. Does enough for me. Enough for me. I'm going to go for another Ice Beam. I'm going to go for another Ice Beam. I'm going to go for another Ice Beam. So they do go for a Thunder this time. It's going to do a lot of damage to us. It's probably going to KO us, to be honest with you, as he gets a critical hit, and that's definitely KO in the Articuno. So Articuno goes down, but it's absolutely fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. So what we can do now is we can go into whatever we want. I'm thinking we go into our own Starmie. That's what I'm thinking. The last time we had this battle, we lost the speed tie to their Starmie. And we lost our Starmie in the process. So I'm thinking if we can win the speed tie with Starmie, we might actually be in a really good position. So I'm going to go for that Thunder real quick. I don't really care what they do, because if they go into Nidoqueen, we're just going to surf it in the face. Starmie matches up really well against their team. We just have to get rid of their Starmie. That's what we need to do. Let's see if we can win the speed time. They win the speed time, unfortunately. Can they hit the Thunder? That's the real question. It misses, which is amazing, as we're able to go for a Thunder now. Please hit. Please hit. It does hit. Takes out the Starmie. We've got a Starmie at full HP. We are golden right now. We are really golden right now. So, looking at that team. Starmie's gone. They've got Jinx, Poliwag, Nidoqueen, Tauros, and Charizard. I think the best play they can go for is the Tauros. I think, because Poliwag goes down to Thunder. And they're going to bring in what? What's this? The Jinx. Jinx is a good one. So I'm looking at my team, and I'm thinking, you know, if we can get the Graveler in safely, we can go for an Explosion. And I'm thinking Charizard's the Pokemon switching on. We need to let something go to sleep, though. That's the real problem we've got right now. I'm thinking Kadabra. I'm really thinking Kadabra right now. So let's see how this goes for us. So we're going to go into Kadabra. There we go. We'll let Kadabra go to sleep. and then we'll switch out into something else. So they do go for the Lovely Kiss, as you would expect. Lovely Kiss comes through. It misses. It fails. The Hax Gods are on my side today. I'm going to go straight for that Psychic, just to get some damage off before we go to sleep. As there we go, Psychic's going to come through. We do outspeed, of course, because Kadabra is faster than Jinx. Let's see how much damage this does. Decent little bit of chip damage. As they go for another Lovely Kiss, that's going to put us to sleep. So we managed to get a bit of chip damage in before we went to sleep, which is great. Kadabra goes to sleep now, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? Now, we switch back out into something else. I'm thinking Tauros is a good shout. I'm thinking Graveler's a good shout. I'm thinking that Tauros is a good shout, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Tauros. If they attack me here, then that's absolutely fine by me. I don't mind too much because we can definitely take at least one Ice Punch from this thing or a Psychic. They do go for the Ice Punch, maybe expecting Graveler to come in. It's going to do some decent chip damage to us. It's actually a free 8 KO, which is crazy. Which is absolutely crazy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just fire off a Double Edge. Double Edge is a great move to go for here because it'll definitely take out the Jinx and it'll do a lot of damage to anything else they want to switch in. Right, okay, they're going to switch out. What are they going to go into, though, to take the Double Edge? That's the real question. Nidoqueen's probably the best bet. As they bring in Charizard. That's an interesting one. So we go for Double Edge. Double Edge should 2-hit KO the Charizard, which is great. As there we go. Let's see how much damage it does. It does 2-hit KO the Charizard, which is great. As recoil is going to be a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We can do this. Let's go ahead and go for another Double Edge. I see absolutely no reason not to. As there we go, we're going to go for a Double Edge real quick. That should take out the Charizard. We're in a good position. We might actually win this. They lived on 6 HP. As they go for a Fire Blast. Can we get a miss? That would be absolutely amazing if we could get a miss. As unfortunately we get a crit, which didn't matter. The Fire Blast was definitely taking us out anyway. But down goes Tauros. So Tauros unfortunately does go down, but we have got the Starmie in the back. Starmie does not care for this thing at all. I think our best bet is Starmie, so I'm going to go Starmie. I'm definitely going to go Starmie here. So we'll go Starmie. In comes the big Starfish. There we go. And now we just go straight for a Surf. There's no reason to hide what we're going to do. They're trying to hide what they're going to do. I don't know why. We've already picked our moves. But anyway, he's probably just in the habit of doing that, to be fair. Because if he plays it a lot, then he's probably in the habit of doing it. So Surf comes through. That's going to take out the Charizard, of course. There was no way in heck that Charizard was taking that. As I think we win with Starmie at this point. I'm pretty sure we win with Starmie at this point. In comes Tauros. So Tauros is a great one for us because it means we get a free switch into Graveler, which means we get a free Earthquake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to predict... I'm just going to go straight for the Graveler. Even if they predict the switch, it doesn't really matter because what we're going to have to deal with... Poliwag? Poliwag does not get... Poliwag gets Amnesia, to be fair. So they're going to withdraw their Tauros, which is interesting, and they're going to go into the Poliwag. So I feel like this Poliwag's going to be a really big pain in the backside. I have a feeling it's going to be a very big pain in the backside. It's just a feeling. That I get. But I feel like they go for an Amnesia here, expecting the Starmie. I think we go for a self-destruct here. I don't think they go for a Surf. I think they go for an Amnesia. They go for the Amnesia. Brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. We go for the self-destruct. That's going to definitely take out the Poliwag. I can't imagine Poliwag living this. If it lives, we're screwed. Poliwag goes down. Look, it's a big threat. We had to resort to that. So we lose our Graveler. But at the same time, we don't get swept by a Poliwag. Which we probably would have done. So, we definitely bring in Starmie right now. I think they bring Tauros in. We don't have anything for Tauros, unfortunately, but we do have the option of sacking Mons if we need to. I'm pretty sure Starmie can 1v1 Tauros, though. They go into Jinx. So Jinx comes in. Jinx is a good one. Starmie comes in. Starmie's a good one. I think what our best play here is to do is to go straight for the Thunder or the Surf. I think Surf's a better one. So we go for a Surf. Let's see what they're going to go for. They probably just go for the Psychic to get some chip damage off. Surf should do a 3-hit KO from there. It does. It's actually a 2-hit KO from there, which is great. As they go for a Psychic, that's obviously going to do a decent bit of chip damage to us, but we should be golden. If we can get rid of the Jinx, we're actually going to be in a really good position. I'm just going to go straight for the Surf. They have no switch-ins. They have no switch-ins to star me right now. They have absolutely zero switch-ins to star me. So we're going to go for the Surf real quick. There we go. Surf comes through. Let's see what we're doing here. Is it going to KO? It should KO. I'm pretty sure it KOs from there. Yep, Jinx goes down. So, with Jinx down, we can now use Kadabra as fodder on the Tauros. Get some nice recoil damage, which would be great. Preserve our Starmie. And there's the Tauros. The Tauros comes in. I think we have to sack off our Kadabra right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think they might expect a Jolteon switch or a Kadabra switch. I think they expect the Kadabra and go for the double edge anyway. So I'm going to switch out. We're going to get some nice recoil damage on the Tauros, thanks to the Kadabras being at full HP pretty much. They go for the double edge, of course, as you'd expect. It's going to definitely take out Kadabra. If we can live one, that'd be cool, but I don't think we do. We don't live one, no, because Kadabra has paper thin defenses. Wait, do they not get recoil if they KO the Pokemon? Is it kind of like Hyper Beam with the recoil? I think it is, yeah. They haven't got any recoil damage. We go Jolteon, though. We definitely go Jolteon here. All we have to do is get the switching on the Nidoqueen. That's all we have to do, get the switching on the Nidoqueen. So if we can predict them right here, right, up for Thunderbolt. Up for Jolteon. Yeah, I think we predict the switch. All right, so they do make the withdraw into the Nidoqueen, which is really unfortunate, but what can you do about that? Not a lot really. So Nidoqueen comes in, we go for the T-Ball. Obviously, that's not going to do anything to the Nidoqueen. I think we can go for a Sand Attack here. I think that's the best thing we can go for is Sand Attack. I don't think I can go for Sand Attack, can I? I don't think I'm allowed to go for Sand Attack, so I won't go for the Sand Attack because I don't think I'm allowed. I can't remember. I'm sure there was evasion clause, though. I'm sure there was evasion clause in this. He knows we've attacked anyway. I'm going to go for a Pin Missile just to get as much damage off as possible on this thing if I can. It misses, which is really unfortunate as they go for a Toxic, maybe expecting the Starmie to come in there. They go for a Toxic, which is absolutely fair enough. So I'm going to go for another Pin Missile here. I see absolutely no reason not to go for a Pin Missile, so I'm going to go for it. So we go for the Pin Missile again. Can we get a critical hit and actually hit the opponent? No, we don't. We miss the opponent one more time as the poison's going to kill, and we're going to go for an Earthquake, which is obviously going to take out Jolteon. So unfortunately, we lost Jolteon, but we did get that nice and powerful free switch in with the Starmie. So there we go. Jolteon goes down. It didn't manage to do anything. Hitting them Pin Missiles would have been nice, because if you didn't know, Poison was actually weak to Bug back in the day. So it would have been super effective on the Nidoqueen as it was in the previous games that we had against Owen. So it all comes down to this. Can Starmie 1v1 them? Starmie has some decent bulk to it, so I think we can take a Double Edge and an Earthquake from these two. I'm going to have to go straight for the Surf. They probably go for either a Toxic or an Earthquake, to be honest with you, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Surf. Hopefully we can get a critical hit. A critical hit would be nice right now. A crit would be really nice right now. That would definitely help us out. Super effective, no critical hit, but it does take them right down to 28 HP as they go for a Bite. Did they realize that the Dark type's not a thing, right? I'm sure he realized. He probably misclicked, to be fair. It's really easy to misclick in this game. Definitely is easy to misclick in this game. So we go for a Surf real quick. That's going to definitely take out the Nidoqueen. And it all comes down to this. Starmie versus Tauros. We got a crit on the last one, which is unfortunate for my opponent. Not really. It was taking him out anyway. I would have rather had the crit on the first one, so we didn't have to take any more damage. But, you know, here we are. In comes the Tauros. So it all comes down to this. Tauros versus Starmie. Who will come out on top? I think Thunder's the right play to go for, so I'm going to go for the Thunder. I think they definitely go for a double edge here, so let's see what happens. So they go for a Thunder. Let's see if we can actually hit it for a start. We hit the Thunder. It doesn't do enough damage, as I think they're pretty much going to be able to KO us with this double edge. We might live. We might live. I think we live, actually. We do live on, like, 19 HP. They're going to get hit by Recall, which is great. I'm wondering whether or not Surf is better to go for. Is Stab Surf better? I don't want to risk missing the Thunder. I don't want to risk missing the Thunder when we could easily get a crit on the Surf. We could easily get a crit on the Surf. Let's go for the Surf and find out. Let's go for the Surf and find out. It is neutral. It does take out the Tauros, and we win. Wait, we actually won that? I was so sure I was going to lose this game. I was so sure I was going to lose this game. Oh my god. Brilliant. Okay, cool. All right, brilliant. Okay, cool. I'm flustered. Okay, all right, brilliant. GG, Owen. That was a pretty fun game. Again, links to all socials and stuff are in the description down below. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.